Good morning. I am Dr. Barbara Roman Wilson Jackson, Chairwoman of the Sumter School District Board of Trustees. And on behalf of my fellow board members, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the 2021-2022 school year. To our returning employees, thank you for being a part of the Sumter School District family. And to those of you joining us this year, thank you for choosing this district to call home. I know the past year and a half has taken us through uncharted territory. We have been called, along with the entire world, to transition to new ways of thinking, learning, and doing. As we enter this new school year, we cannot possibly know what the future holds. But what we do know is that for our children, we can join together figuratively and physically. Our hearts, our hands, while we secure our feet firmly in the present and focus our eyes on the future. May we commit the very best of ourselves to support, encourage, inspire, and educate the precious minds and lives of our precious children. Please know that no matter what we face, we are stronger when we face it together. And together is our way forward. Every school, every student, every day. We are still #Sumter Strong. Have a great year.
What if I told you that an ice cube could change your entire perspective on teaching and perhaps on life? Imagine with me for just a moment that you're sitting in a very, very cold room with an ice cube in front of you. The air is so cold you can see the breath in front of you, and your objective is to melt the ice cube. The room is currently 25 degrees. You raise the thermostat to 26 degrees. Nothing happens. 27 degrees, then 28. Still nothing. Surely something will happen at 29 degrees. So again, you raise the thermostat. Nothing again. You're becoming frustrated now. You've made the effort, yet the ice cube remains completely unchanged. Hopeful, you try again. 30 degrees. Increasingly frustrated, you try again. 31 degrees. At this point, the ice cube seems to stare back at you as glaring evidence that your effort is worthless. You are about to quit. It's just not working. You convince yourself to try once more. 32 degrees. And suddenly, something happens. The ice begins to melt. You raise the thermostat one more degree, and the ice cube becomes a puddle in front of you. A 1 degree shift has completely unlocked a huge change. This analogy comes from a book I read over the summer called Atomic Habits by James Clear. I knew when I read this that I would never look at teaching the same ever again. But what does this teach us? First of all, it teaches us that progress is really not what we think it is. It teaches us what progress really looks like. Wouldn't it be nice if progress was linear and predictable? Wouldn't it be great if breakthrough moments happened every day in our classrooms, in our students' lives, in our own lives? But these breakthrough moments are the result of many previous actions that appear to have made no difference at all. The San Antonio Spurs have a poster in their locker room that reads, "When nothing seems to help, I go and look at a stonecutter hammering away at his rock, perhaps 100 times, without as much as a crack showing in it. Yet at the 101st blow, it will split in two. And I know it was not the last blow that did it, but all that had gone before. No other profession or calling in the universe serves as a better example of this than education. The very nature of education is progressive, one year building upon the last. As teachers, we love breakthrough moments for our students. In fact, if you ask 100 teachers what their favorite thing about teaching is, I guarantee you that the number one answer would be something related to the light bulb moments that our students experience when they have success after many failed attempts. It's easy to feel frustrated when we feel that our work is not making a difference. We can't always see that. But that's like complaining about the ice cube not melting as you raise the thermostat from 25 to 31 degrees. We have to keep moving forward. And equally important, we have to understand that as teachers, our work is important. You may be the 1 degree shift that a child needs to experience a breakthrough. Looking back on last year, I know that our efforts were questioned. There were days we felt like despite all we were doing, it just wasn't working. The media repeatedly pushed the narrative that teachers weren't doing enough and that our students were so far behind that they would never catch up. But in the midst of a deadly pandemic, we adapted, we learned new techniques and tools, and we connected with students in ways that we never had before. We kept going, and we kept moving forward. As we embark on a new school year, I challenge you to stay the course. Remember that you are not here by accident, and the effort that you put in every single day is making a difference, whether you can always see it or not. Look for opportunities this year to be a 1 degree shift for others, for your students, for their parents, for your teammates, even for complete strangers. Keep in mind one final analogy as you begin your important work this year. Water at 211 degrees is nothing more than just hot water. But at 212 degrees, that water can power a locomotive. 1 degree at a time, 1 step at a time. This is our way forward. Thank you, everybody, and I hope you have an excellent school year.
Well, good morning, Sumter School District team, and welcome to the start of the 2021-2022 school year. I'm so excited to see you. I'm so glad you've decided to return and join us as we take this journey to educate each and every one of our children. While we continue to face uncertainties as it pertains to the pandemic, it's most important that as we enter into this school year, we do our very best to mitigate the spread of the coronavirus. We can do that by being reminded to wear our mask and to put other safeguards in place, such as if you're not feeling well, to remain home, and to make sure that as we are coughing and sneezing, we do so in our arms, we wash our hands and disinfect them regularly, and more importantly, if you are able to become vaccinated. As we receive our children, I need us to keep several things in mind. The first thing is that when our children return, it's most important that we establish and re-establish relationships. Although we ended the school year face-to-face, many of our children did not have that opportunity. So as we welcome them back into our schools and into our classroom, it is so important that they recognize we're here on the team with and for them. The second thing that I need us to engage in is to make sure that we are focusing on the SEL. That social emotional aspect of a child is so important because we need to meet them where they are. Not what people say they've not had over the last few months, but what we have recognized they need as we continue to shape and adjust our instruction to meet their needs. And the final thing that I need us to focus on is making sure that instruction is driven to meet the current needs of our students. They deserve rigorous instruction, so I need us to focus on acceleration and not remediation. Until we recognize what the needs of our children are, we can deliver instruction in a most appropriate fashion so that we are engaging our learners with rigorous instruction. I spoke the other day to our leaders as we talked about our theme for our leadership retreat, and that was back to the future. We can't go back to what school used to look like, we can only move forward. And in doing so, it means that we need to be creative and innovative as we continue to navigate through these circumstances. As we are planning our lessons, let's make sure that we are taking the needs of our children into consideration. And as we are moving forward, I know you can do it. You've already demonstrated that you're resilient, that you're creative, that you're innovative, and that you're able to continue to persevere. When I spoke with new teachers the other day, I gave them a list of things to carry along with them this year. And the first thing that I'm going to ask you to carry is a light. That light will allow you to navigate your way through any circumstance. No matter how difficult the situations may seem to be, you will have your light to help guide you and navigate you to the end. The other thing that I encourage you to have with you is a rope. Because see, during this journey, there are going to be times where we trip and fall, or we may just stumble. That rope will allow us to pull ourselves back up and to continue to move forward. It's okay if we make mistakes, just as long as we learn from them, but the most important lesson that would be learned is that we get back up and we continue to move forward. The other thing I need us to focus in on is taking care of ourselves. While we are going through these challenges, you need to recognize what it is that we can do to support one another. So I need us to look out for ourselves, but I also need us to demonstrate teamwork by looking out for one another. And the final thing that I need us to carry, I need us to carry children in our heart. See, education is hard work, and not hard work, but heart work. It is the most important work. And if we forget why we do what we do, we will be lost. So despite the rope, the flashlight, and all those other factors that we've discussed, we will not accomplish our goal, and that is to improve the outcomes of our children. So as we continue to find #our way forward, which is our theme for the year, we are going to get through any and everything together and with our children and our heart. We're here to support you. We know you're supporting and doing the best for our children. But I also need to take a moment just to recognize those who are not starting the year with us. I am so grateful for those who have been educators and support staff in the past, and for the varying reasons, many of them are not here with us today. But I do want you to know how much I appreciate you and all the work that you do, whether you're an administrator, a teacher, support staff, facilities, technology. Understand we are in this game together. And in the end, we will win. Because see, we've designed our way forward. We've already demonstrated resilience. We've already demonstrated creativity. And we will continue to keep children at the front of everything we do. So never forget, we started Sumter Strong, and we are still #Sumter Strong. We will continue on our journey, on our way forward, making sure we do the very best for every school, every student, each and every day. Make this a record year. I look forward to seeing you and recognize that you are appreciated and I respect you. Have a great start of the school year, and let's finish strong as well. Have a great one.
Congratulations to the 2021-2022 Campus Teachers of the Year. Beverly Missenheim, Alice Drive Elementary School Teacher of the Year. Caitlin Dabkowski, Alice Drive Middle School Teacher of the Year. Tykesha Richardson, Bates Middle School Teacher of the Year. Kathleen Lee, Cherryvale Elementary School Teacher of the Year. Thomas Slater, Chestnut Oaks Middle School Teacher of the Year. Master Sergeant Eric Avery, Crestwood High School Teacher of the Year. Crystal Fullwood, Croswell Drive Elementary School Teacher of the Year. Nolan Hunter, Ebenezer Middle School Teacher of the Year. Diana McClanahan, Furman Middle School Teacher of the Year. Jamie Corbell, High Hills Elementary School Teacher of the Year. Brandon Graves, Hillcrest Middle School Teacher of the Year. Shantae Alston, Kingsbury Elementary School Teacher of the Year. Debbie Francis, Lakewood High School Teacher of the Year. Stephanie Hickman, Lamira Elementary School Teacher of the Year. Rebecca Griffin, Manchester Elementary School Teacher of the Year. Beth Ann Young, Millwood Elementary School Teacher of the Year. Taylor Stokes, Oakland Primary School Teacher of the Year. Addison Reisinger, Bacala Springs Elementary School Teacher of the Year. Savannah Kesterson, Rafting Creek Elementary School Teacher of the Year. Tammy Bilton, R.E. Davis College Preparatory Academy Teacher of the Year. Jordan Logan, Shaw Heights Elementary School Teacher of the Year. Sheila Reagan Choice, Sumter Academy for Support and Intervention Teacher of the Year. Walter Robertson III, Sumter Career and Technology Center Teacher of the Year. Deanna Rennick, Sumter High School Teacher of the Year. Dr. Megan Walters, Wilder Elementary School Teacher of the Year. Adria Vaughn, Willow Drive Elementary School Teacher of the Year. Congratulations to the finalists for the Sumter School District Teacher of the Year. Dr. Megan Walters, Wilder Elementary School. Thomas Slater, Chestnut Oaks Middle School. Deanna Rennick, Sumter High School. And the winner is Thomas Slater from Chestnut Oaks Middle School, Sumter School District Teacher of the Year.
And once again, we are going to have a phenomenal school year. Thank you for who you are and for what you do for our children. Remember, we're still standing and we are still #Sumter Strong. Our way forward for every school, every student, every single day. Thank you again and have a great start to the school year.